But specifically, that one that you've been working on or watching grow for 3 years, or, you know, you don't know when the opportunity is going to come. It could come while you're walking into your stand. It could come while you're walking out. You know, it could be 40 yards. Some of you might have a max effective distance of 50, 60 yards. I personally would not have a problem taking a 50 or 60 yard shot. But I shoot it all the time. I'm shooting 80, 100 yards all the time this time of the year. I am flying those arrows downrange and trying to be as accurate as possible. Reason being, my bow is set right, my form is refined, and I want to have all of the cards possible in my favor when it comes time to get that one opportunity, that one chance. You know, and I think that's taken for granted. I don't think that part, that's the one thing with a lot of the hunting shows, the web shows, you know, and some of the other, I don't think that part of the sport is shown enough. I don't think that it's really, really put into reality of how much practice you should be shooting. That's why OAC is created. That's why OAC is as successful, because we give a platform for all of the competitors to have a reason to shoot all year long, you know. And let's face it, you could be a part of the OAC competition, and you don't have to shoot the challenges. You can just go out and we give so many points opportunity, and it puts you out there. It's giving you, it's not forcing you, but it's giving motivation for you to not just be there and just flinging arrows. You're doing it with a purpose. And it goes back to quality versus quantity. The quality of your shots is so much more important than shooting 200-300 shots a day that are wrong. Your draw length is too long. 85% of you out there that I watch videos. Oh my gosh, I see videos in my sleep. You know, and I gotta tell you, like, I think the vast majority of people have their draw length too short, and it's hard to tell because you can't really tell from a frontal view, which would be the number one coaching position. You know, and I see these people, and they shoot decent, you know, high plate accuracy, 10 ring accuracy, you know, on a Reinhardt target or 3D target, Mackenzie, whatever. You know, shoot good scores on a 33D course. You're shooting 270s, 280s, 290s. Maybe some of you are in the 300 range. Probably a good chance that if you are in the 300 plus range of a 3D course, you are have a very repeatable shot. Doesn't mean you were coached. It just means you have a very repeatable shot. Or a really thick pencil. You know, you're shooting 15, 10 up, 15 up, 20 up. You know, when you're shooting vast majority of 12s or 11s, depending on how your league or whoever you shoot with scores it, you know then that you're doing work. Your bow's right. Your form is right, and you're taking your time on each shot. You know, maybe you're monitoring your breathing and your hold, and you know, you're not taking 3 seconds to 8 seconds. You're always constantly in a specific range for your shot sequence, 4 or 5 seconds or something like that. You know, it's all that. There's so many variables that go along with it, and it's really a simple thing, but your scores and your accuracy increase when your shot becomes more repeatable. The less that you have to repeat, the more than likely you will be more accurate. I used more a lot there. you will be more accurate. You will be more consistent if you remove all of the unnecessary stuff out of your shot and your shot sequence. That's what's important about bow hunting. You know, I see, and it's probably one of my biggest pet peeves, and I know we brought it up yesterday during the class, when guys draw back and they anchor at the corner of their mouth, and you see them, they're digging in with their cheek, or I don't even use kisser buttons. I don't put kisser buttons on bows, you know, and if yeah, sure, they're a little bit of they're an additional anchor point, whatever. Say that. There's a lot of products out there that are additional anchor points, but they're not necessary. And if you have proper shooting form, that's never an issue. I see guys draw back and the release hand is up and down, digging into the side of their face, stuff like that. Listen, like I said, you remove all of the unnecessary things from your shooting form, and you will become more accurate. Bottom line, you know, and I see it constantly. I see when your draw is too short, you know, you're not going to get proper back tension. You're not going to be able to relax a full draw. You're not going to be able to repeat that shot. Your draw length is too long, you're overextended. Your elbow's way past the center of where the arrow is. The tip of your elbow is going to be, you know, way back. There's no back tension to be had because you're already fully extended. You can't go anywhere else. There's a slew of details and clues and things that make shots not repeatable. Facial pressure. I mean, if you get weird left flyers, can't figure out what the hell's going on. 2 shots, boom, boom. 3rd shot, bam, bang it left, inch, 2 inches, 3 inches, sometimes high left. Good chance, real good chance. You got major facial pressure going on. Maybe it's time under tension. Maybe it's because you're holding too long. Maybe it's because your draw length's too short. And you're leaning in. You're leaning into the string instead of being able to expand and contract your back and finish the shot the way you're supposed to. There's a lot of details out there. There's a lot of things that all you have to do is go out, pursue a coach, find somebody that's qualified, check for reviews, talk to their people. You know, I have been blessed enough to know a whole bunch of people via the, you know, mostly social media that are fellow coaches. You meet them, you know, there's you can go to the USA Archery website and find a coach there, and their coach locator. I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of opportunities. The other option is become a coach. Start doing the research. Get certified. If you got to travel. It's worth it. Take a trip up to Lancaster Archery. And yeah, that's sort of a plug, I guess. I'm not paid by, I'm not endorsed by, I'm not part of Lancaster Archery. I'm friends with the owner. I've known him for years. He was instrumental in my early competitive career in multiple ways. And, you know, take the trip up to Lancaster. It will absolutely be worth your time to be able to walk into that place. And very few companies do for the sport what Lancaster Archery and Rob Koffel does, and his wife. I mean, they care about the sport, and it's evident of their success with their academy and their kids, and you know, the level of archery that they are promoting is just through the roof. And they're bow hunters by heart. Excuse me. You know, I'm lucky to be on the Bowhunter Die crew as one of their brand ambassadors, and from bowhunting.com. You know, and those guys are partnered with Lancaster, and Rob doesn't forget where he started. He doesn't forget about bow hunting. He's all about it, and that's what's cool about Lancaster is, target archery is absolutely their niche, but we all started as bow hunters along the lines, and the rest of you that are bow hunters and don't shoot target archery and you're not interested, in competing, it still shouldn't stop you from becoming a coach, because there's a lot of bow hunters out there that could use some coaching. And then you can use your experience for tuning broadheads and stuff like that. Go become a coach. Learn to do this stuff yourself. Don't just rely on everybody else. So from a marketing standpoint, maybe it's backwards from what I'm saying is, hire me, be your coach, do some online coaching. You know what? Never, ever, ever would I tell somebody to not educate themselves and not, try to better themselves in some way in something they're passionate about. Never, not in a million years. You never know what it'll lead to. And as a coach, coaches learn from coaches. They see things. They, they pick up on cues and things that other people say and do, and that maybe help someone that they work with. And so the more people that are willing to step outside that comfort zone and take the initiative to be like, I want to be a coach. I want to do it for my own betterment. I want to be a better shooter. I want to learn the processes and get involved and understand the USA Archery and National Training System for compound. For those of you that are compound shooters, and understand why it's there. Why biomechanically I should be shooting a certain way. My bow should fit a certain way. That's what we as archers, as bow hunters, should be doing. And if you're not interested in becoming a coach, you're not interested in working with others, again, go back to finding someone who is and that will work with you. So that's it. I guess today's more of a rant than it is a podcast, but I gotta say, it's just, I see it all the time. I think there's a void amongst the message that's being conveyed to the vast majority of bow hunters out there, and go get coached. Do it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't let your ego get in the way. Be open-minded about it. Just try it. Do your research, so that you're getting your best bang for your buck. Bottom line, that's it. Get your best bang for your buck. If you need help, if you have questions, shoot me a message. We'll post any answers or questions or anything you have in regards to shooting form and stuff like that. I'll do that on the Grass Hollow Archery site or both, maybe the OAC Facebook page. Thank you to our sponsors and partners out there: G-Force Outdoor Products, Ultimate Predators, decoys. Freaking things are awesome. Go check out their website. Check out their Facebook page. Lance has been putting up amazing information on how to use those decoys. Many of the others. I'm driving and getting ready to get on a 30 so I can get over to Lancaster. So I'm not searching and going through the whole list. It's sort of an impromptu thing. So just some of the major components and players and assistants in the competition and sponsors. So, all right, guys, girls, peace out. Go get coached. Quality versus quantity. Remember that. Bow hunt or die.